The number of new coronavirus cases in North Carolina appears to be dropping since the peak back on July 18th.
But the virus is still claiming lives, and new tonight experts want to know if a dog in North Carolina died from the coronavirus. CBS 17's Amy Cutler live tonight. And Amy, this was the dog that first tested positive for COVID-19.
Yeah, Angela, it is the first case in our state at this point. It was brought here behind us to NC State Veterinary Hospital to be treated. They tell us that the animal died just hours later.
It was kind of scary.
The talk at the dog park this evening, the four-legged friend who died at NC State's Veterinary Hospital and later tested positive for coronavirus. It's a first in the state.
I know dogs can get it, but it's rare.
I'm not too worried, but I did think about it because sometimes we bring a bowl of water. They do share the water sometimes.
I went to Dr. Steve Marks, the Associate Dean and Director of Veterinary Medical Services at NC State, for more insight. He tells me the dog in question showed signs of respiratory distress back on August 3rd. Later that day, the owner brought the dog in, following protocols and alerting staff that a family member had tested positive for coronavirus. The dog put in isolation and died soon after.
We don't have a definitive cause of death, but we do have a test that's shown that the coronavirus that has been associated with COVID was present in some of this dog's tissue.
Dr. Mark stressing they don't know if coronavirus killed the dog. He tells me it was a young adult, but wouldn't tell me the breed or gender.
There's a very, very low risk of animals spreading this disease to people, so we don't really want people to be in a panic.
He's urging pet owners to follow the CDC guidelines and stay away from their animals if they have COVID-19. Now, the state says they are still awaiting the results of some testing to come back so they can definitively determine exactly what caused the dog to die. Meantime, they tell us they will be testing other animals that were in that home. Live in Raleigh, Amy Cutler, CBS 17 News.